The Indian Removal Act of 1830 was a proposal made by Andrew Jackson to remove 5 different tribes of Indians from southern United States land. The Indian Removal Act was a process of moving 5 different tribes of Native Americans from different states in the South to designated territory in Oklahoma. Later in 1830, Andrew Jackson, the President of the United States, put out a letter to the Cherokee people and the United States saying that he would be relocating Native Americans to new lands in Oklahoma. The Cherokee Indians, who weren't very happy with their land being taken away from them, put out a letter of their own asking for consideration to be kept on their land. In response to the letter put out by Andrew Jackson, the Cherokee Indians put out a letter of their own. And it basically stated how the Arkansas and Oklahoma territory is unknown to them. The Indians who already lived there would believe them to be intruders upon their nation. They would look upon them with disdain. The Indians also said that the land in Oklahoma and Arkansas was badly supplied with wood and water, and no Indian tribe can live as agriculturalists, which the majority of them are, without those resources. But the one thing the Cherokee Indians were most upset about was how the Indians already in the region would be completely different from the Cherokee. They would practice different customs, speak different languages, and it was said that the Indians already on that land were violent to peaceful immigrators. The Cherokee Indian people were also concerned with the fact that the future of the Cherokee tribe would never be able to see the homeland in which their fathers and their grandfathers had grown up on. Andrew Jackson, however, did not share the same worries that the Cherokee people did. In fact, Andrew Jackson was worried that there would be too many Cherokees left on land that was undiscovered. And while the Cherokee Indians said that the military had been used to force them off of their land, President Jackson said that the steadily pursued removal of Indians from the white settlements had approached a happy consummation. In the next line, he ended up saying, 2 tribes have accepted the provision made for the removal at the last session of Congress. And while 2 might have agreed, that doesn't account for the 3 others that did not. Most importantly of which was the Cherokee. The crazy part of this all was Andrew Jackson made himself seem like a hero for doing all this. He said he was trying to end all possible danger between the Cherokee Indians. He said he wanted to repel future invasions without remote aid. He said he wanted to separate the Indians from immediate contact with the settlement of the whites and free them from the power of the states. So he was trying to push this as he was allowing them to have independence. However, in hindsight, now that we know the nature and the severity of the situation, we can accurately say that the Cherokee Indians were wrongfully forced off of their land in the southern states. Not only was the idea of relocating thousands and thousands of people from their homeland a bad idea, but the execution of it was poor as well. 4,000 to 5,000 people died on the journey from the southern states to Oklahoma, including men, women, children, and animals. The conditions were poor and there was barely enough food for everybody to go around. And as people died on the side of the trail left and right, all the people could do was keep moving. And when the people finally arrived at their new homes in Oklahoma, dazed and confused on where they possibly were, there were no homes set up for them, and they had to live out of wagons and tents. And while America has progressed as a nation since then, this is one of many dark periods of time that has stained America's history.